All right.
Series championship.
Patch
Just a little
notes
bit. We're gonna have
slash
grand finals with Team Risk
other
versus
stuff.
5Ms, but it wouldn't be a Smite esports event if we didn't take some time to get the Titan Forge team together. To talk
Stream
about
is in
all the cool
1080p.
stuff
You're
that's
trolling.
headed to Smite 2 a little bit down the line later this year. I've got some new and familiar faces joining me. Pon is here. Travis is here, and we've got a face that the community may not recognize. We have India, who is a systems designer on the Titan Forge team, joining us as well to talk about a really new system headed to Smite 2 and just a couple of updates. Before we get everything going, how's everyone doing this morning?
I have them
Super
cranked
good.
up,
It's been
bro.
a good time
Is
of
it
year.
good now? I turned them up even louder.
Crowd energy, and I'm just amped that things are going so well.
It's awesome. How about you,
Yeah.
India?
So much fun. This SWC event has been amazing. I love it.
Awesome. What's
Yeah,
going on,
I think
Travis?
that trailer got me hyped, like Aladdin.
I wanna go
Is he
play
in
it
the
now.
game? I haven't
Yeah.
seen. I mean,
I haven't
maybe,
seen him at all
Maybe
this
we get to
weekend,
see
right?
him today.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been super dismayed every single time it's been banned.
Yeah.
I've been up there just like slowly sinking in my chair, like
We got to see him at least one time this week.
please one.
So
What's up, JK?
nice.
Thank you.
That's
He's
awesome.
so cool.
Sweet. Well, we've got a lot of stuff to talk about today.
I know, I turned
let's
them
go
up.
ahead and get into
I
it.
cranked them up again,
Of course,
bro.
we went free to play last week. Had a lot of gods join the battleground, and the first thing that we're going to be talking about today is an all-new ported god joining the battleground soon. We've got Cabrakan, the next god coming in OB1. Let's go ahead and talk about him. Super excited.
he
for
comes
Cabrakan to join
Tuesday,
the
I
battleground,
think.
right, Pon?
Yeah, super excited. He's known as Fat Loki.
I am, Tally.
The kind of bursty guardian everyone loves, and he's got a few new things coming to him that are going to be a mix of nice quality of life improvements and just extra utility that he hasn't had.
Exactly. Well, I heard we are ready to go in game and start.
District,
talking
thank you for the
about
sub, dude.
Cabrakan. He's got some really
Famous
cool plus
YouTube.
ones, as Pon alluded to. So, we're
So
gonna
this
kinda go
god is
through those
really,
quickly and
like,
talk
more
about
in depth
Cabrakan in Smite
than the
2.
original one.
And there he is, Fat Loki.
He has
himself,
two layers. He
who's
scales off of
really
int at a
looking
lower
really good.
level, like
The
an
first
easier
thing,
level,
which might
and
be
then off
hard
of
to actually
strength at a
showcase on
higher
stream, is the
skill
fact that
level.
His Shadow Zone, his passive, actually has a new feature. It deals increased damage to enemies that damage you or nearby allies. So it's not just this mitigation aura. It actually punishes people for engaging into people who are nearby Cabrakan. Really amping up that Shadow
Wait,
Zone.
what? Is that new?
The second major thing, which is probably the biggest
The
feature people
mitigate,
will
the
immediately
not the
know,
mitigation,
is
the
this
damage
refraction
part
shield has
new.
a new feature. So if you're familiar with it, it can either deal damage or stun in Smite 1. But you have to kind of wait to get your amount of stacks that you need to have access to your stun. In Smite 2, now those are two separate abilities. So you can see there it actually swapped and turned purple. You can use Enhanced Refraction Shield, and then you'll have the cooldown of your regular one ready to go. So you
There
don't
we
actually
go,
have to make the
baby.
choice anymore. You can choose that to wait clear the wave. and
He's
then you
gonna
get
be
enough stacks to get
hybrid,
access
scaling
to
out the ass.
Enhanced Refraction Shield. You can
Any
get
item that
stun
has
as you
strength
need
and
to
int
be
on
able to
it, you're
live.
building it.
Oh, not even
That's so
close.
much
So yeah, these
damage,
two abilities
bro.
are on separate cooldowns, right,
Yes.
Pon? So you can use them back to back.
Yo,
You get those
Father,
5
thank you for the
stacks of
prime.
Passive. You have access to that new Enhanced Refraction Shield. And then
Yeah. I'm
regular
already thinking of the
Refraction
build
Shield
he's
is
gonna
also
go.
up. You can use that right back to back.
Yep, absolutely. And
I
that's
mean,
not
he's
all.
going
We also have
polyhydrous.
Tremors. So Tremors has a new feature, which is a
Conch.
refire. So this is the ability that you channel, takes a lot of mana, trembles people around. But if you choose to refire it now, it actually does a big burst of damage and cripples targets who are near you.
What?
So
the
this gives you an access
fuck?
to, you can quickly burn it, and it gives a longer
you have a
cooldown if you choose to do
burst
that,
on
but
your
that gives you
3.
extra teamfight utility that he just hasn't had before.
Yeah, this is really cool. And shout out to Lermy who's driving and showing off everything in game for us today. As you can tell, with both the Enhanced Refraction Shield and the Refire,
Yeah,
of the
try.
Tremors,
You're gonna
we
go
really
conch.
wanted to
You're
play
gonna go
into the purple
shifters.
Emerald on the shield. So you've got
Polyhydras.
those really nice purple VFX when you use.
Bro,
Enhanced
honestly, you'll
Refraction
probably
Shield
go
or the
death
Refire
metal.
on Tremors.
Yep. And the last feature that we have for him, it's a nice quality of life improvement for him. Similar to all the other characters we've done where they have this deployable that's kind of this wall, you can now refire to bring that down. So a lot of times you might pop it up and it actually is disrupting a team fight. And you're
Yeah,
not
I like
really
that
able
you
to
can-
just
you can
refire
bring it
and get
down.
to actually go down on its own. So just a lot of nice
Kill
quality
somebody
of
and
life
keep running.
improvements that we found that like as we've worked on characters and poured them over, these are just consistent things we want to keep doing to make sure characters feel
Bro,
good.
he's gonna be a
Kind of sense of
menace.
connectivity between,
He
like,
is gonna be a
different
support
characters.
menace,
You
a
know that you
jungle
can always-
menace, a solo lane
just a
menace.
nice improvement for him. Getting access to some of the extra utility of the 3, the 2 refire, and this ability to bring the wall down lets you control the fight a lot more directly. And of course, you have the same burst that you're totally used to with the.
I don't think you're gonna
running
go
up lane one,
braggies, bro.
Spamming it.
Yes. Oh,
Trying-
yeah. We got to show it off. There we go.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
The chasing someone for 5 seconds only to just keep missing definitely doesn't happen to me. But.
Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, Cabrakan coming in OB1. For people who have been in game on that God screen, you may have a little bit
I think
of
he is
idea
magical,
of
yeah.
When Cabrakan is headed into Smite 2, we're so
Tuesday.
excited for him to join the battleground.
Tuesday.
Yeah, very amped.
Definitely.
Prisma,
looking forward to
Prismus,
seeing
thank you for
some
the
Fat
5
Loki
months.
plays with
Yeah.
Cabrakan in Smite 2 in just a little bit. All
Cool.
right. Well,
Bro, he is
that
gonna
was
go
the first guy we're going
crazy.
to talk about today. We're going to take a little bit of a segue and talk
Stealth
about
helm.
a brand new system
Yup.
that is coming to Smite 2. We know we've gotten a lot of players asking questions about, hey, when can I start unlocking some cool cosmetics? When can I start playing the game and grinding to get some skins and account cosmetics and stuff like that? Well, we are
the audio
super
off.
excited to talk about today a brand new system called the Wandering Market. And India, I'm going to throw it to you. Tell me a little bit about what the Wandering Market is in Smite 2.
Yeah, so we're really excited about it. The Wandering Market is our new progression system that will allow players to unlock their own cosmetics, and we wanted to give a lot of player agency, right? So you will be able to unlock rewards that you want, right? So we will have the ability to get progression XP, Wandering XP, by playing games and doing daily quests. We also will then have collections that will probably roll out about every 4 patches, about 8 weeks. And those will have these 4 pages. One will be free for all players, and you'll be able to access this at any time. And then 3 pages are premium, and they will have even more rewards to choose from.
Yeah. It's super cool. So the TLDR, the Wandering Market, it's a new rotating storefront with cosmetics that you can unlock just by playing the game. It's super sick. There's access to free players, 1 page via each collection. But then if you want to purchase it, you get access to 3 more pages with even more content. So
we're getting
let's
skins.
talk a little bit about how the system
Probably
works.
Tuesday.
Talk to me about how you get XP.
I'm assuming they're putting it in right away.
Yeah, so we wanted to reward players just for playing the game, right? So in Smite 2, when you play matches, you'll be getting
What is this
Wandering
music?
Market XP. And when you complete daily quests, you will also be getting Wandering Market XP.
Yeah, this
As
is
you
their
level
own
up
take
your
on a battle
Wandering
pass
Market
for sure.
levels, you'll be given coins. And these coins are used to unlock the rewards in each of these collections.
Yeah, it's awesome. And you get these coins, like you said earlier, you can use the coins to unlock the rewards of your choice. You're not locked into a specific track. It's really a flexible system for players to be able to go in and buy really cool things with coins that they earn just by playing the game. They're going to be collections every few patches, and they're going to be themed, so you can expect all sorts of different kinds of cosmetics to match the flavor that you want to rep in game, right?
Yeah, and we'll get into what this first collection is going to have, but I also really wanted to emphasize that we wanted this to be something that you could come back to and really explore and not feel like you were tied to it, just for each patch.
That's the
These collections will be
point. They're gonna
available,
stay
and
forever.
You can choose which ones that you want to actually progress on. So you'll be able to have a myriad of collectibles.
Yeah, what
that
is
you
on
can
Isaiah's
unlock,
screen
just
there?
over
Sweep?
time.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So if in like the first collection, I like most of the stuff on the track, but there's a few things I just don't really want to get. I can have my coins, and then the next collection comes out, I can choose to use them there.
Yes, exactly. It's
Awesome.
really cool. You earn your coins. You can use them on the current collection. But if
I
you
don't
don't
know.
like anything in the
It doesn't
current
look like he's
collection,
looking at
save
anything.
those coins for the
It
next
looks like a
collection
server.
to pick up something that might be more to your liking.
Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So all right, so let's talk about a little bit about the
Wait, what did he
how
scroll
players
on?
are able to save the coins. Everyone progresses at the same rate, right, India?
Yeah, so we wanted this to be accessible for all players, right? So free and premium players earn XP at the same exact rate.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then one more thing that I want to call out, but I know you mentioned
We can
this,
see the
but I
patch
wanna
notes
make
there.
it really clear that the collections have no set end date currently, right? As collections release, they're going to
Yeah,
stay
it does
in
look
the
like a
store
PowerPoint.
for as long as we can do them.
Also,
pending any
fuck
UI
you,
limitations that we'll address going forward.
Schmeep and
But
Jordan.
the idea is that there's no fear of missing out for when a collection is there and you feel like you have to play the game and grind out and
What
get the
is
rewards.
wrong
They're going to be
with you?
available for as long as you're playing the game. And if you want to save your coins and spend on a collection now, you can do that. If you want to save your coins for later and come back to a collection, that's more than welcome as well.
Yeah, we
It's a
really
real song,
wanted
no
players
way.
to feel like they could access this at any time, and really we are rewarding you for just playing, right? Like we really wanted you to enjoy the game and not feel that pressure, that daily grind pressure. We wanted to reward players who do that, but also make it so that it's accessible for players who can't do that.
All right. Well, we talked a little bit about the system works, but shall we talk about some of the cool stuff that people can earn via the
yes.
Wandering
Yeah.
Market, right?
I see the notes here. I want to go over.
All right.
Oh, yes.
Pond, do you want to talk over? Of course, there are going to be skins in the Wandering Market that players can earn. Pond, you want to give us the first skin in the list that we're going to talk about
Let's
today?
go. So the
Okay.
first one is Lichborn Mordred.
It's super
This
sick.
one looks cool. This is the
Players
one I've been
wanted
wondering.
that.
I've
A
wanted
little bit
this.
of a
That
sneak
guy.
peek. He was active just for a little bit in game. Players were like, how do I get this skin? Or we're super excited to talk about how people can now finally earn Lichborn Mordred in game. But as we were talking about, these collections, they have different themes. So let's talk about the next skin that's kind of vastly different from Lichborn Mordred. I was a little bit hungry this morning. I did a little bit of extra spice. So I picked up Hot Stuff Poseidon and put it on my breakfast.
Look at that
And
guy.
it was so good.
Look at that
The
guy.
fuck
Oh
is
man, I
that?
didn't even think about that being the Kraken. Oh my god.
Oh, what the
It's
fuck
great.
is
So,
that?
I love the food skins. It's one of my favorite lines. And then the last
What
skin
is
we're gonna
that?
talk
My
about
favorite.
in the first Wandering Market is Nova Hex Amaterasu.
Wow, look at that. And look at that little kitty. Isn't that so cute? I wonder if that could be a badge. That
I
might be
wonder.
cute.
Yeah, now this is kind of in the line with the Lunar Hex Hecate skin that released a few patches ago. So, hey, we're already starting to build out those skin lines. You can match your skins in game with your teammates. I'm super excited and looking forward to it. But of course, skins aren't the only thing that are going to be in the Wandering Market collection pages. India, talk to me about the first thing that's really exciting, how we're kind of giving back to players who either are playing for free or want to invest in a premium collection. What's one of the things in the Wandering Market?
So we all know that as you progress your account XP, you, as a founder, you're getting diamonds, right? Well, we wanted to give you another area to get diamonds as well.
Exactly.
So for the first collection, we will have 100 diamonds on each page of the collection that you can use your coins to unlock.
Yes.
So that's really exciting. And then the next one that I want to talk about, if we have a graphic for it, is a global emote. We will have multiple global emotes available, but my personal favorite is a new one that we're kind of like a dev name for Teamwork Makes the Dream Work. Look at
Yeah.
that guy. Isn't he cute?
It's great. I love the meme. It's the old meme, the handshake meme. You've got Thor and Hecate. Travis, can we do it right now?
Oh,
Reach over.
Yeah,
Boom! Teamwork makes the
there
dream
we
work,
go.
baby!
I feel like that was the Alex high five.
I know, right? Well, you and Pon have the iconic.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
a-
we did.
You know?
Yeah,
This is a true
I know, right?
This is a true beta.
Oh, true beta,
Beta,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're already in
All
beta.
right.
Yeah.
Well, we've got even more stuff in the Wandering Market that
He
players
meant
can look
Hercules,
forward
not
to.
Hecate.
I'm
I don't know why he
excited
said
to announce
that.
The jump stamps are coming back.
They
And they're going to
are.
be a part of the Wandering Market for people to,
Turn jump stamps off,
pick up with their
please.
coins.
Yeah,
And then-
and
Do not
we-
leave them on. If they're the
just
same
wanna
as Smite
kinda
1,
make
you
it
can
a
see
little
them from across the
Okay.
map.
But
Out
with
your
that hot
positioning.
sauce Poseidon, there is also going to be a jump stamp related to
There
it.
we go.
So that's going to be really, really fun.
All right, I have down the list here. Tokens, India. I know you wanted to talk about some of the new tokens that are going to be a part of the Wandering Market. Ascension Pass tokens. What are
Yes.
those?
Oh my gosh. So just like we have God tokens that, again, for free players, they can earn on the account level. Every level you get a God token. Founders getting diamonds instead, which is a pretty good deal. But for Ascension Pass tokens, these work essentially the same way. For each God that you don't already have unlocked, you can use an Ascension Pass token to purchase their
I'm not a
Ascension
jump stamp
Pass.
hater.
So that
They
gives
just
you
give away your
access to
position.
all the free and premium
Use them in arena
masteries
or
for
assault.
that,
Yes.
character. So this allows you some agency of being able to pick and choose who you would like to ascend.
Yeah. All right, and then the last thing on the list, we're excited to announce that one thing we know players have been loving in the Ascension Passes are advanced trackers. We're excited to announce that we're going to be making even more advanced trackers for gods that are going to be available in the Wandering Market. And we actually have a mock-up of a current page in the Wandering Market. That way we can show it off, kind of what players will expect whenever they enter the Wandering Market. So this is the kind of state if a player was in the Wandering Market, purchased the premium version.
I
and
don't
then
know,
progressed
chicken, probably
all the
not.
way to unlock page 3.
Yep. So here we have the display. So this player, if we're looking at this, has finished or has unlocked enough to get to page 3. So one of the things I did want to touch on is that you do have to have a cumulative amount of coins that you spend in the market to be able to unlock each page.
Yes.
once you have enough coins, you can purchase anything on that page, right there. And if you say, oh well, page 3 doesn't have that.
I want to know what the Kraken
continue
is
to make
on this
purchases
Poseidon
on
skin.
page 2, and it will start unlocking for page 4.
Yes.
So we really wanted to give you agency on all of this.
Yo, his arms and legs are looking
this
like
player
Shmeep's
also is
arms and
premium,
legs.
So they have access to be able to get all of these different cosmetics. And as you can see, that Mordred tracker is going to be so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And we will have multiple trackers for the different pages as well. So I'm really looking forward to what you guys think of them, and yeah, getting to unlock.
Yeah, he's a bottle of
fun
hot
stuff.
sauce, but like
Alright,
his
well,
Kraken
we talked a lot about
is
the Wandering Market.
the sauce,
Let's
I
talk about
guess.
one
I
of the
don't
things
know,
that
bro. It
players
looks
are
weird.
asking about. So we know that the Wandering Market, each collection has a page that is completely free for every player to access. But for players that want to access the
much
other
credit.
3 pages per collection, they do have to invest in the premium Wandering Market collection. So let's talk about a little bit of the pricing point for each Wandering Market collection.
It's
Sure.
a devil, yeah, but what
So
is it?
at launch, we wanted to give a little discount. So starting off, it'll be 1,300 diamonds to start, but you can also use legacy gems. So we are doing a 50-50 split for legacy gems and diamonds. So that's going to be about 650 diamonds, 650 legacy gems.
Yeah, so the initial discount is 1,300 diamonds, which is around $10-ish.
Yep.
So if you're purchasing with strictly diamonds for a Wandering Market collection, it's around $10. But if
Now
you've got
all those
legacy gems,
crybabies!
it's $5.
I don't know what to do with
worth
my
of diamonds.
legacy gem.
can
You get
use your
half
legacy
off,
gems
motherfuckers.
To unlock the full Wandering
It's
Market
$5
page, get
for this
access to
shit.
all 4 pages
$5
and all
to the
4
battle pass
pages
if
per
you have
collection.
legacy gems.
Remember, we have access to other systems as well that give
And
you
guess what?
diamonds.
If that's too
So if
much,
you're a founder,
shut the fuck up,
Make sure to
because you don't need
use
skins
those
if that's too much.
diamonds, to unlock premium as well, and you can get daily logins, which also give you diamonds.
Yes. All right.
And you can get diamonds back.
Wandering Market is actually
You're trolling.
inspired by all these like cool games that
Yeah.
we've seen in the last year about how they're implementing their battle passes. Helldivers 2 was amazing. I loved the agency
Yeah,
that
shout
they
out
had,
Travis
you
for-
what you want there and,
for showing where the
unlock
inspiration
things.
came from.
Maybe you
And
like some
fuck
things,
all
but
you
not
guys who are like,
others,
they're
and then
doing
open up
what
the page so
Helldivers
your
is
page for it.
doing.
That was great.
Shut
And
the
then
fuck
Marvel
up.
Rivals did the same thing.
Yep.
And they, it's like, wow.
Helldivers
this
wasn't
really
first.
seems like the
Smite's
future
not gonna
of
be
battle
last.
passes, so it just makes sense to. It solves a lot of problems that we had in the past with
Absolutely.
our battle passes even. And now that you can have battle passes that you can claim now and then unlock like 6 months from now
Forever,
other
yeah.
ones and still go back and finish your first one is just going to be really cool.
Yeah, it's
Well,
awesome.
and I
to
also-
allow people to do.
I love when you're able to get into a game at a later date and still have access to some
Yes.
of those, past systems.
Yeah.
Because it
Shmeep,
feels
it's
bad when
1,300
you're able
gems for the
to
battle
bring to the
pass,
party,
or
right?
Actually,
650
we did so
plus
much cool
650
stuff, right?
legacy.
It feels
So
bad
it's
as
$10
players
bucks,
come in
or
and
if you have legacy
these
gems, it's
amazing
$5
skins and cosmetics and not have
for the
access.
for the permanent
Exactly.
battle pass or whatever the fuck it's
All
called.
right. Well, India,
Wandering
Travis,
shop.
When can we expect the first Wandering Market to kind of hit the battleground in Smite 2?
I mean, this is crazy. We are moving so fast. It's actually been like just mind blowing at what comes out like week after week. I think this next one, I mean, this Wandering Market comes out in 2 weeks.
Oh,
Isn't it?
Oh, 2 weeks? I thought
Maybe.
they'd drop it
Is
like
2 weeks
Tuesday.
from now? Yeah, is it? I think it is 2 weeks, right? OB2,
OB3.
OB3. So
Yeah.
4 weeks. All right.
there we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Just a little bit
May-
longer.
Need
but
a little
but-
bit more time. Just a hair more.
Right.
She's
so
like,
that's what,
fuck,
1,
I'm
2,
not
3, that's 3
ready.
weeks.
There we go.
Hey-o.
Yeah,
That's-
because
that's
we're about to
Hey-o.
hit.
Hey,
OB2, yeah.
hey, we'll meet
Yeah.
in the middle there.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Fine.
All right. Well, that
She
is
said,
wraps it up for our section.
"These
on the
fuckers
Wandering
are making me
Market."
do more
We
work.
talked a lot about some of the premium things that players can expect.
Yeah,
in
she's
Smite
like,
2.
oh
But we
god, I
know
gotta go home
another
and
big
work
point of
right away.
conversation and discussion is that players want more outlets for their legacy gems, right? They're looking for ways to get those legacy gems and spend them for the time and effort and money that they spend in Smite 1. They want to use that in Smite 2. So, Travis, let's talk about
Thank you for the
our
51,
plan for
brother.
classic
Artist, thank you for the
skins
sub.
going
Safford,
forward
thank you for the
in Smite
62. Sandwich, thank you for the sub.
Since we
Lunar with
know
13.
that we want to add the best.
Primus
new
with
favorite
5.
things
Father
that
with
we have
the
in
sub.
Smite, get them in Smite 2. And we want to give things for people to be able to spend their legacy gems on.
Yeah.
And so we made sure that we're building a schedule that gets classic skins out like on a regular cadence.
Oh my
We have a lot
god!
of catch-up
Your
to do. We know
Smite
there's a
1
lot of
skins
favorite
are coming to
skins people
Smite
want.
2.
So,
And you can buy them
our
for
plan
free
right
with
now
your
that we
legacy
have on the
gems.
schedule is we're doing.
Oh my god!
I think 2 classic
Oh
skins.
my god. Almost like they told us
every
this
2
6
weeks.
months ago.
Yeah. I've got here my notes at least.
That's crazy.
1 or 2
Oh my
every
God.
update starting
Every
in
update,
OB3.
yeah. So at least two a month, potentially 4. We're going hard.
The top
on
of
classic
Reddit
skins.
post should
We
be
wanna get
y'all are
those in the game
dumbasses.
so that people have a reason
And
to
here's
spend their
why.
gems.
And I've got a list of a
Legacy
couple, and I'm gonna
skins
spoil
coming in
here
2
just
weeks.
because,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
come in. So the first one of my favorites, Lord Slashington Fenrir,
Oh, I
is
love
going to
this
be
one.
coming up soon as a
Yes.
classic skin. We've got Pool Party Jingwei on the way as well. Foxy Amaterasu
That's
on the way as well. There we go.
Hey.
We love that one. And then last but not least, Base Cannon Neath is on the way as well as a
Yeah.
classic
Nice.
skin in Smite 2. So yeah, we're super
Fenrir
excited.
we
with
don't
the
tally.
top hat is
There you
gotta
go.
be in the game.
So cute.
So
I love
good.
it. I love it.
All right.
Oh my God! You
one of
don't
the
like these
wondering
skins?
markets.
Guess
We already
what?
talked about
You can
one
wait for the
god.
next ones.
I feel like we should talk about some more gods on this show,
Oh.
right, guys?
Yeah, let's go.
Yes.
Right?
So-
Well, let's kind of talk about our god schedule plans after open beta. So we released OB1, it was awesome, right? But over this time, we were kind of reevaluating our calendar after we wrapped up that wave 1 of gods in Smite 2. Geb,
Stop making sense.
Yeah. Do we have the number of like what we went from
There you
to
go.
what we got to?
Oh my gosh, I believe it was like 14 in the first early access alpha, all the way up to 45
Yeah.
in OB1. It was crazy.
Crazy pace.
So with our new schedule, we kind of reevaluated the
31
calendar, and one of
gods
the goals was to make
in
sure
4
that
months.
we had characters and gods coming out to the game to keep players engaged on a consistent basis, right? So Travis, do you want to give the big news on what we're committed to?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited. It's been amazing, the effort that we put in the last 3 months to get to where we are. But we've got so many gods in the pipeline now that we're ready to roll.
Yeah.
We're going to be releasing a new god, Migration, once a week. Every week, we're going to be releasing a new god to the game.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Well, the
For a
design
month?
team, the programming team, the audio team, the animation team, VFX team, everyone's really hit their stride with this new schedule, and it's
How?
a really aggressive pace, but
Holy.
live.
Yeah, we are cooking. So, Travis, you said
Oh
one god.
my
Let's talk about the
gosh.
next 7 gods that are going to be coming
Yay.
to Smite 2.
go.
Let's get it, baby.
Okay.
All right, the first one, you know him, you love him. Pond, let's talk about Vulcan.
Yeah, let's talk about Vulcan.
Yo.
Oh, so
Super
they're gonna
popular
drop these
character,
once a
everyone
week
loves, firing the
instead of all at
meatballs,
once, I
bringing the
assume.
turrets, and we got a lot of new features for him. He's actually one of the probably bigger +1 features that
Oh,
we've
yeah.
actually planned. So he has a lot of really cool stuff.
They gotta show his abilities.
So we can just, I guess, go straight into game and start talking about
Oh,
it.
we get to see the turret.
So I'm going to talk about a whole system here because a whole system is his new +1. So you get to see him in game. He looks great.
Yeah.
He is the master craftsman, and we want to showcase how good he is at crafting things with a new mod system. So if you open the store, you have god-specific inventory items, and these are all
Oh,
mods that you can do to
fuck.
upgrade your turret or your thumper, which is
Oh,
also in the kit.
fuck.
Thumper, you say.
Thumper's back. And each of these mods are they're sets of 3. So your first set you can use at level 1, and this is essentially how you want to have access to your thumper, because we talked a lot about how
Oh,
we would give people
fuck.
access
There's
to
gonna
the
be
thumper and
so
the turret
much
at the
to
same time.
figure out.
And so the first one is allows you to every single time you cast.
Wait,
two,
they gave him a
it
passive?
alternates between casting the turret and casting the.
That other
thumper.
one dropped his
You can
thumper
also have
for a
another mod
passive.
that puts it in your inventory, which allows you to have it as a consumable that you can have on demand whenever you need it.
What the
And the third
fuck?
one is, if you like classic Vulcan and you just don't want to play with the thumper, you don't have to. There's an
You get
efficiency
10
mod that says you don't have
CDR.
a thumper, so we're going to augment other parts of your kit. And you'll see as a trend as we continue down this with all the different mods. We want to make sure that each of these playstyles is respected. If you like that classic Vulcan,
Can you
without the
swap it
thumper,
in the
You
game?
can still play that, and you get
Like,
some cool
change?
bonuses. Or if you want to start playing with the turrets, you have a lot of really cool stuff to do. So, just
Yo,
quickly
you guys
going
don't even
through
know
each
about
of
the
them. So
thumper,
first set
boys.
is how you want to bring out the thumper, or if you want the thumper at all. And if you don't pick the thumper, I believe it is you get passive 10 CDR in addition to other effects when it's triggered. So you'll have a bonus CDR as well.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to call out it's easier for us to show off in this environment.
Yes.
The idea is that you will not be able to sell these once
Yes.
you pick them up. You're kind of locked
Oh,
into a
okay, so
pack,
you can't swap them.
as you
Smart.
after you pick your first mod.
Yep.
That's
so
what I was
levels
wondering.
0, 7, and 14, you'll be able to select one of these once you pick it. And
Oh,
can
you get
lock
one at-
into it.
oh,
Right now, you can't sell
intervals.
it, but that's not intended.
Yes.
So the mod set 2, these are available at level 7. You have the Resonator mod. This is the Thumper gains 150 increased HP and applies a 10 to 30% attack speed debuff for 3 seconds. So this is you want to bring utility to your team, you want to make the Thumper more present.
Vulcan?
You can get the Resonator mod and make it more powerful. You have Shrapnel
Support
mod, which says
Vulcan's
the
gonna go
Inferno Cannon
crazy?
applies additional damage over time on hit. It can hit 6 times over 3 seconds for a
Holy
time burn effect.
fuck.
So you can make your Inferno Cannon just more powerful. Or you can get the thermal mod, which is the mod that generally, if you didn't go the Thumper, you could get, or you could just get this whenever you want to. It's completely flexible. Backfire and Maggot Bombs do bonus damage. They just become strong. And then we have our final set, which is like the biggest, most
Protection buff to your teammates? 50! Vulcan plus Raw, GG.
You have the Masterwork mod.
You have 100
The
prods.
Thumper gains 300 increased HP and applies a physical
Oh
and
my
magic protection buff to allies
gosh.
hit. So you can drop this in teamfight and bring a whole bunch of protections to your team.
Holy
which is limited utility now
fuck.
that we've changed a lot of the items.
You'll
There's
probably
no
go that
flexible
regardless of what you're trying to
Surplus
build
mod,
for.
You can have 2 Inferno Cannons active at once. So you
I
can
love
actually
this
just drop these and cover a wider range of effects. Very cool. Lots of different plays you can do. A lot
Oh
of
my
zone control.
god, Vulcan's about to be fucking
And the final one is
hilarious.
Seismic mod, which causes Earthshaker, his ultimate, to tremble enemies hit for 2
I
seconds.
feel like
So
this
you
is
can really
probably
make that
shit,
impact
but
feel
maybe
impactful.
not. Maybe it's like a
Tremble
nice
everyone,
peel.
Extra CC that you bring to your team. So a lot of different ways to
Dude,
customize.
you're gonna shred
Vulcan
objectives,
to
bro.
bring
2
out what playstyle
turrets,
you
you're
want.
gonna solo
Having
every
access to
objective. You're gonna be
Thumper
soloing
again is a
fire.
really big deal. It gives him a lot more access to different ways of clearing the wave, different ways of
Thumper
controlling
pull the
team fight.
fucking fire and then
So
2
we're really
turrets,
excited to bring
solo
him.
it.
And then obviously, as you're seeing things here, this is our dev environment. We are working on making sure things feel final and super polished. So you might see some things work in progress. For example, the passive meter. is
Vulcan about to be
work in progress
cracked.
in this build. But you can see him
Vulcan
doing all
is
the
gonna be
things,
nuts.
firing off things, shooting off magma bombs. Just looking really, really good. And that customization is going to give players a lot of things to try on Vulcan.
Well, and I also wanted to comment real quick. The passive meter, we really do want to make it very clear the mods that you have and exactly how it's going to be displayed. So
Yeah.
we're really working on that to make sure that that's very clear and concise for players.
Absolutely.
Vulcan
Well,
turrets are
guys,
permanent. At least they were in Smite 1.
I was playing back in the OG day when he had a melee attack and he had the thumper.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting.
I know, right?
I remember back in the old days, his ultimate.
I'm pretty
was
sure they're
actually a big
permanent.
Mega turret.
Until killed, yeah. Or
yeah,
t-
I
yeah, until
remember
killed or
that.
That's
replaced.
still the GCT.
That's old
Bro,
school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every
You
time I
could
look
put
at the
a
GCT
turret in
charts
2
and
lanes,
stuff,
and it could
you
just
can
farm
see,
for
like,
you while you
concepts
jungle.
of abilities, and some of them have some stuff there. I'm like, the character did that.
I'm about to be the first jungler to hit level
But
20
yeah,
at 10
Vulcan
minutes.
looks really cool, and we're not even it.
Oh, you're fucked.
We're trying to.
You're fucked.
This isn't going to be a guarantee every single time, but we are trying to make.
You're
an effort that
fucked.
when we
1
bring
turret
new
in mid,
gods
1 turret in
that we
fucking
are
solo.
looking
I'm hitting
at
level
different
20 in 10
aspects.
minutes. Good
So
luck.
for this god,
Sorry,
the next one we're going to talk about, we
laners.
actually do have aspects coming. with
Yes,
it as
so
well.
Vulcan releasing the week of January 27th with an aspect. Ron,
Yes.
you want to go through what the aspect is?
Yep, so
You
this
get
is
a
the
Thumper,
aspect of
low life.
fortification.
The
And with
Thumper should give
in
you
his
credit.
Original OG kit, he was kind of this more tank disruptor, and we just want to lean into that more. So his shifts have been more into that kind of supporty guardian role. And
You get
Vulcan's
Thumper at level
passive,
1.
Gains being near one of your turrets.
Also, 2
grants
turrets is
you and the
14,
turret
right?
Increased protections and health regen. So just being next to the actual turret gives you a lot of extra mitigations and ways to keep the turret alive, as well as yourself alive. Backfire and Magma Bomb have lower scaling because of that. So with all these mods, being able to place a whole bunch of turrets out, being able to drop them in the middle of team fights, and be able to be like, I'm in this zone, I'm a lot tankier, you're gonna have a hard time actually killing these turrets. It's just gonna give them a whole different team fight
Holy
dynamic
fuck.
of ways to control like, fire
Brother.
giants or
Bro,
blue
he's gonna,
fairies or
these turrets are
flames,
gonna proc
that people are gonna
items.
have to figure out how to deal with.
So you're
So
about to
it's
see
gonna
like
be a really
support
interesting
Gem of
time.
ISO
Super
Vulcan
excited.
perma slowing you.
I know, right?
Fucking
Just seeing 3 turrets out at once.
glass shielding your
feels
ass.
like Mastercraft.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, that is Vulcan, but
Yeah, his
we've got
aspect
even
is
more gods
interesting.
to talk about today. Let's talk about the next god that is going to be in Open Beta 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hun Batz releasing the week of February 3rd.
Yep, the Howler Monkey.
I know, right? I'm
Damn,
super
he doesn't
excited
come
to get
for 2
Hun
weeks?
Batz. I'm just excited to see Fear No Evils hit the battleground.
Yeah,
too.
Fear No Evil is like an iconic teamfight ability. Having that in the game again is gonna change up teamfights a lot. And we have a whole bunch of stuff coming for Hun Batz to make him feel really good in Smite 2.
Yeah, he's got a lot of plus ones. Before we go into game, I will call out, again, dev environment, things are a little bit work in progress. Some players may notice some VFX and things that aren't final, but we're working to get all that stuff fixed up.
Yeah, we actually had to roll back a few days, so he had more stuff already fixed, but
Yes.
he's in a particularly rougher state because we had to roll back a few things. So yeah, we're gonna go over Hun Batz, but again, everything's not final. When we get him actually out, he'll be really good to go.
All right, well, we are ready to go in game and look at Hun Batz in Smite 2.
Yeah, there he is, the monkey everyone loves. So Hun Batz, we wanted to give him extra tools into his kit that just let him have more skill expression, as well as lean into the fact that he is the Howler Monkey god. So The first thing is Infused Strike. So this is his passive that after every ability, he gets a bonus attack on his next auto attack. In-hand canceling and weaving is a really integral part to his kit. So we've not only kept everything it did before, but now it also gives you a strength buff every single time you successfully do this. That actually gives you its stacking strength. So if you actually use all your abilities and in-hand cancel perfectly, you're getting a pretty big strength buff. So that just rewards you for playing.
Why can't we see it?
Making sure
He's not getting strength right now.
Between abilities. The second is Somersault. So as you saw Lermy jumping around, there's actually a damage area underneath him when he takes off. So he actually has a more up-down potential because he is kicking off the ground really hard. And that just gives him extra ways to like either run away from targets who are directly on top of him, threaten them a little bit more, or he can up down and really get that extra bit of damage, which I like whenever we encourage leaps to be used aggressively like that.
Yeah, so if you up down, you double
nice
slow
bonus.
and you double damage.
And then finally, Overhead Smash.
2 is a pen.
He is now doing the Howler Monkey Howl. And this Howl, it applies a stacking physical protection debuff to the target in the area. So now you have a lot of additional utility and reason for that big channel time that really shreds off protections, and then you get a big payoff for the damage that you actually deal because you shredded off a ton of their protections. So he gets a lot of extra utility that he's had that just helps him have extra reasons to be in the team fight, extra reasons to do
That's aspect seem pretty cool too.
and then some extra flexibility with how he wants to use his move. He's a character that has a pretty core good gimmick already with being able to like be teleporting around with the monkey, using the overhead smash, trying to time that correctly. The big team fight ult with everyone, and we can show it off here.
There we
His
go.
ult looks
really cool. I
smaller
like the
than
ground
Smite
effect
1.
we have there. That looks really, really neat.
Surely that's
And I
smaller than
believe-
Smite 1, right?
This isn't in the notes, but I believe you can teleport while overhead smashing.
Oh, nice.
No
So you
shot.
can actually do that as well,
There we
which
go.
gives him more
Con with
application.
the tech. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy.
We thought this was something that when we first implemented
That's
him, we
sick.
thought was like, oh, this feels a little bit almost like a bug interaction, but after playing with it, we're like, no, this is cool. So now you have that extra flexibility of also being able to kind of cache that charge, the overhead smash like build up time, and then teleport directly under your target and hit them. So just a lot of really cool extra tech for him as well.
Well, those are the +1s for Hun Batz, but Hun Batz also launching with an aspect.
Yes, and so similar to Vulcan, we want to shift him more towards that kind of support, maybe even solo lane.
His
a little
aspect
bit,
is
depending on that
definitely
Xbox
solo lane, maybe still
the
jungle,
aspect of disruption.
maybe support.
So the first thing is Infused Strike slows God's hit by them. So this passive, the auto attack that you're constantly doing, the hand cancel weaving, that will actually slow targets.
I'm
So you can
betting he's
lose
a
the
jungler with this
counter.
aspect still.
You do lose the strength buff, so that's the trade-off with this aspect. The second is that overhead smash stuns gods that are hit. So now you have extra utility, and again, we're in a dev environment. I'm not sure if we actually have access to this, but overhead smash stuns gods hit by it, but it deals reduced damage. So the fact that he can actually stun out a lot of like channels in the solo lane, or that overhead smash could do a big stun on a team fight, gives him a lot of potential support utility, a lot of potential solo lane potential that he hasn't had before. So we're excited to see how that aspect plays with him, and we're really enjoying seeing these trade-offs that characters get. We've seen a lot in the tournament. We've seen like a lot of people choosing to have them on or choosing not to have them on. They just feel like they're in a really good spot to adding different just options to play.
I know, even watching the games this weekend, it's been really awesome to see when characters pick up aspects, when they don't. When you accidentally lock in an aspect and decide to just run with it and win the game anyway. Shout outs to Lasbra. It's been really cool to see. So I'm so excited that we're continuing to expand on the system. And it's super awesome to have two gods releasing in an update, both with aspects.
Yep.
All right, well, let's
And
talk
as
about...
also
yeah.
just a reminder, that is something that we're trying to do when it makes sense, but it's something that some gods might not ship with an aspect when they launch. But we do want to try and be aggressive with getting these aspects in because we want to make sure that we're keeping up with our god pace and we don't fall behind on aspects. They're a really cool feature. We want people to have things to experiment with, so we're trying to get them in as fast as we can.
All right, well, speaking of keeping up with our god pace, let's go ahead and start talking about a few of the next gods that are going to be coming after Vulcan and Hun Batz. Now, we're not going to go in game because a lot of these characters, with them being a little bit farther out, aren't quite ready to show off, but we are excited to announce and talk about the next few gods that are coming to the Battleground. So releasing the week of February 10th, we have Rama joining the Battleground.
The MLG Smite Pro
Yes.
god.
Your tried and true stem hunter.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to have a tried and true stim hunter back who really just focuses on landing auto attacks. The snipe is so iconic that like having it back in the game is going to feel really, really good. And again, we're not going to go super deep into these characters, but he's definitely his +1s are kind of focused more around making sure that the management of those astral arrows. He has a little bit extra flexibility. He's one of those characters though that he really is well designed for what he is really doing. There's not too much to do to like give him completely new things, and we wouldn't want to necessarily disrupt what he does right now by giving him new things. So we're really focused on quality of life improvements and as well as bonus things that we can do with various things around Astral Rifles.
All right, next up, Pon, I feel like I have to throw to you for this one again.
Yes.
Releasing the week of February 17th, we have Achilles.
Yeah, this is the first god I ever worked on, actually. This is the first god I got to do. So it's cool to see him back into the game. He's just the
He's gonna
boy.
be fucking busted.
Yeah.
The execute resets are always really good highlight clips. I love them. And so for him, again, we're not going to go super into detail, but he has a little bit more in-depth choice about what armor he wants to wear, whether he's wearing the armor or not, and it impacts his playstyle a little bit more than you're used to.
Yeah. All right, next up, that wraps it up for the Wave 2 guys that we talked about last month during our series of Titan Talks. Let's talk about some gods we haven't talked about yet. We've got first up, releasing the week of February 24th, Artemis is joining the Battleground of the Gods in Smite 2.
I hope ability art works,
It's really
boys.
important because we're bringing Tusky. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tusky's the highlight.
coming along with Artemis.
Yes.
Artemis,
yes.
Artemis, but
Can't
Tusky.
forget Tusky.
You'll also
Yeah.
see a theme with the next character we'll talk about. There's
Oh, yeah. Speaking of, let's go ahead and get right into it. Releasing the week of March 3rd, Wheelish.
Yes.
Wheelish coming to Smite 2 as well.
with Suku.
She's one of those characters that I'm really excited to see how the meta shakes up when she gets added. Got a lot of leaps and stuff in Smite 2. Leaps feeling really strong with the CC buffering changes.
Ult
so
counter,
having
bro.
Wheelish coming into the game. to
Oh,
counter
Wheelix
those
gonna be the
leaps.
old
time.
counter, boys.
Yeah, we're gonna
Hades
round
counter.
out a lot of small gaps that haven't quite been filled yet in Smite 2 with these upcoming gods.
Yeah. All right. I feel like it's time.
Yes.
We've got a special
Bari.
announcement. We're on the train of one god a week. We've talked about a lot of ported gods, but
Sorry.
it wouldn't be Smite 2 without all new gods, right, Travis?
Yes. Now this one's probably one of the least kept secrets.
Yeah.
I think I've heard almost everyone guess who this god is going to be, but the next new god being introduced in Smite 2 is going to be Bari.
Princess Bari coming to Smite 2. Our first ever between Smite 1 and Smite 2 Korean Pantheon gods joining the
right.
Battleground. Super excited. Pawn, you want to give us not the whole kit, just a little, just give us a little
So
little teaser.
God's
you know?
active in development, so obviously things can shift. So I don't want to lock us in too hard into one direction. But she is a very unique carry. Her goal is to be a carry character, and her ultimate is one of these ultimates that really drastically alters the team fight in a way that no other ultimate really does. So that's all I'm going to spoil.
Yeah.
All I'm going to say.
Well, let me add to that. It's interesting as we
Go.
start to add these new gods.
Yeah.
I think historically so far, I've said that ultimate, I hate it. I think every time I've said I hate it, and the team then like whatever it is, they just like keep working and working magic, and we end up with Aladdin ultimates.
Yeah.
Right?
Every
And we
day
end
I
up-
had a different version of Aladdin's ultimate's rules.
Exactly. And Bari is so strong. I absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate it. And I think I've said that every single playtest. I know we're going to get to some amazing place. And I love this process where it's like now it just challenges the team to kind of come up with some new iteration of that to make it amazing.
Yeah, and we have the
And it's
tools
been
now to
great.
go like really fast. Again, because
Yeah.
Aladdin, internally we had a lot of like, how does this 1v1 work? And being able to like come back every single day with a new rule set to try that worked, and we were able to play test really fast. That's just something that we never really had the option of in Smite 1. So
Right.
having that in Smite 2, we get to like try these really cool things, and then when they fall flat on their face because it's the first round, that's the development process. We can really rapidly try things, and it's been really cool to see the progress that Bari has made internally. So
Yeah.
I'm super excited. I think that will be
I know. Well, let's take a little bit of a closer look at Bari. We've got some full concept art to show off. She's looking absolutely amazing. Really unique visual silhouette.
Yes.
Again, an all-new Pantheon. I love bringing in the new cultures into the game. She just
Is
looks
she gonna
really-
throw her fans?
Yeah, I believe she has a lot of the shamanistic garb. The bells are really important. The colors are really important.
Colors are beautiful.
The fans are really important. So a lot of different aspects there that are just really cool to show off.
Yep. And then we've also got a 3D render to show off her model in game.
That does look like a slingshot, right?
No,
That's not the 3D
that was
model.
not.
Kilgoon.
That
He's
is
not
not
here, but
what
he-
Bari
he
is
had
going to
to
look
show-
like.
yeah, you-
I'm sorry about that.
There we go.
There we go.
She looks absolutely
Is that a
stunning.
slingshot?
Again, Unreal
That's gonna be
Engine 5,
crazy.
Textures look great. the metals, the shine.
Is she
Yeah,
gonna
all looks
fucking
fantastic.
shoot
looks
from a
amazing.
sling? Bro.
They're so vibrant. Look how just
I hope that's what that is.
She looks great. Well, again, you can expect Bari to release the week of March 10th, a little
Yeah,
bit
she's
later
pretty
on
dope.
this year. So we talked about the next 7, 8 gods coming every week. I feel like we should kind of talk about some more. I feel like spoiling some stuff.
Yeah, let's
today.
spoil.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
let's go.
So I'll preface this. These are not in any particular order. These are not the next set of gods coming immediately after Bari, but it wouldn't be a show without some spoilers. So we thought it would be cool for each one of us to talk about another god coming to Smite 2 in 2025 at some point. So I'm going to pass it along to Pon.
Yep.
Pon, who are you excited for in Smite 2 in 2025?
I am excited for King Arthur.
There we go.
He was one of the more challenging gods I ever got to work on. He has a very different playstyle than other characters in the game. I'm excited to actually be able to bring him to Smite 2 and work on what his plus ones could be.
All right. India, how about you? Who are you excited for?
Well, I love me some hounds, so I'm really excited
Scylla.
for Scylla.
Yeah.
Scylla coming to Smite 2
Horus,
this year.
let's go.
Oh, fucking
I just heard
Arthur.
Lermy yell with excitement. All right, Travis, how about you? Who are you excited for?
Well, I find myself getting in trouble all the time, and I just feed constantly.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking forward mostly to Mercury.
There we go.
We're gonna
Gotta
be
go
adding
fast.
Mercury. That'll allow me to get into
I
the fight
paid them
quicker and
a
die
lot of
faster.
money for
so
this.
that, you know,
It's
A
optimal.
lot of
yeah,
money.
optimal play.
It's tactical fleeting.
My
Yeah.
entire savings into
my
this
favorite
shit, all
Punch
right?
Boy, for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, me personally, I'm super excited to get another OG into Smite 2. Apollo coming to Smite 2 this
Oh,
year.
yeah, Apollo's a good one.
I'm super excited to just get that chariot going, flying around in the sky. And
Yeah,
I'm
that
surprised they
character-
didn't leak a support.
All right, and then we kind of teased it. Kilgun couldn't be with us, unfortunately, today, but he had to get in on some of the action as well. He is here to announce another god coming to Smite 2, so let's go ahead and
Beast
throw
or
it to
cat? I'm going
Hey,
outside.
everybody. Sorry I couldn't be there this year at the Vegas Founder Series tournament, but I'm back here in Atlanta with a very special announcement.
This is gonna be a new god, right?
One of the gods that will be coming to Smite 2 in 2025 is my personal favorite god, Sylvanas. That's right. I know I
brought
led
him
a lot of
early?
people to think he wouldn't be coming for a very long time, but we were
Oh
able to get him on the
shit! I
calendar
even
for
said
next
Sylvanas
year.
would be a good one.
And I'm excited to see what the plus ones end up being for Sylvanas in Smite 2.
Nah, Sylvanas is a
Thank you all
good
so
support
much
to have
for
in the game. You're
watching
trolling.
the show, for tuning in to Titan Talk. I'll see you on Titan Talk again soon when I'm back from having my baby. And I'm sorry I didn't get to meet y'all in person this year in Vegas, but hopefully I'll see you next year. So thank y'all. Have a great day.
Super excited for Sylvanas. I know a lot of community members saw that interview Kilgun
He's having a
gave
baby.
little bit earlier in the year, and they're like, no, we love Sylvanas. We need him. So we're super excited to be able to get him on the calendar.
Yeah, sorry Alex couldn't be here, honestly.
Fuck Gilgamesh.
I mean, he just likes to have all his babies in
Yes.
January, so yeah. So he just keeps having, like, hopefully next year, you know, maybe he's not having a baby.
Right.
We'll see.
All right. Well, we talked about the plan until at least August this year.
When's
One
Heimdall?
god a week, but
I
we do
pushed
kinda
off
wanna
Heimdall.
Break it down and let players know what the kind of cadence for all new gods versus ported gods is going to be. So the idea is for every
made them
8
trim
weeks,
Heimdall for
there will be
Mercury.
7 weeks of ported gods from Smite 1, making it to Smite 2, with week 8 being
Damn.
an all new god release coming.
4
to the
new
game.
gods, Bari being one of them, I assume.
Yep.
Right.
That
So
schedule.
4 new gods or 3 new
Wow.
gods.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
Holy, that's a lot of work, guys.
Yeah.
Yo,
That's a lot of
31 old
Yeah.
gods and
know, right?
4
Okay.
new
One
ones.
second.
There we
Hey,
go.
you know what? Week 16. So week 8 is Bari.
Mhm.
Week 16. I feel like we should spoil something else.
Oh my gosh, Travis. This is unscripted.
Yeah, this
You're
is
going off the
actually
cuff.
Going off script. It's that.
Uh-oh.
It's not on the run of show. That god's name starts with an H.
All
There
right.
you go.
That's all you were going to give him.
All right, that's all. That's,
That's
it.
it.
I
Who
feel like
is
this
it?
figure
Who
out.
know- who
Stop.
knows?
Don't do it.
Who knows all
Figure it out.
the
Yeah, I was ready for
mythology?
him to say the name.
No.
yeah,
It's a new god,
no,
you
we don't-
bots.
It's more
New
fun.
god,
We'll see
you
what they come up
bots.
Cool.
This
All right, well,
man
we talked
said
a lot about
all.
gods, we talked about the wandering market. Travis, I want to talk to you and throw it to you because we've got a lot of other stuff that is coming to the battleground. You're working on a lot of quality of life stuff. So we just want to run through and talk
Oh,
about some of the
fuck.
things that the team is working on outside of, god releases and, cosmetics and stuff like that.
Yeah. Let me just pull up my notes here.
Hello?
When I was
Hello?
making these notes, it was crazy because all of this stuff is scheduled to come before May.
Yeah.
And
Or
I'm excited to see how that's going to come together because that's a lot. It's a lot.
Harry
of work.
Potter.
So after the Wandering Market, we're going to be adding boosters to the game. We know we're missing those. We want
People
the
want their
ones
worshiper boosters.
Yo, if they had an Harry Potter, they would go
that's
crazy.
easier to achieve. We're gonna do a phase 2 pass on the cast settings per god per ability. It's possible for you to set those inside of the game, but we want to take that out of the game. Obviously, let you do that.
They
in
want
settings.
each
We're gonna
god
pick
to
a
have different
god,
settings because people have been
and then
complaining about
change
it.
the cast settings per ability. and
Per ability rather than per
some
like
obvious
1, 2,
things
3,
we wanna
4.
do there. We want to improve damage numbers. I'm a little bit triggered even watching Normie play in game, where you couldn't even see the damage numbers because they were coming up behind health bars, or the damage numbers weren't visible enough. We have a lot of work to do there.
Yep.
So that's going to be something we want to improve. Loadouts in general, like profiles, as we earn these cosmetics, it's becoming really difficult to equip them. Maybe you don't know which god you're going to play, right? And next game you play a new god and you're like, well, I wanted my frame effects on there, but I didn't configure it. We're going to do some work to make it easier for players to equip all on loadouts at the profile level, making sure that they can get their cosmetics in their frames and their loading screens in the game a lot easier. So we're working on that. Some really cool things I know people are looking forward to. HUD editor.
Yep.
It's active. We are going to improve on that, and we're going to continue to
Let's
work on that, letting
go.
people move the things around. I know there's immediately some things that I will want to do once we get the HUD editor in the game. So I'm excited that we're working on that. Again, all these are before May. God Builder.
Yep.
We know we want to let people do their own custom builds. I think the front end is great, where you get to pick like, oh, I want to do, full tank, but we want to give people more agency and let them build their own stuff. So we're working on God Builder. We have a lot of work to do on social and party features.
Bro, it's gonna be big. You're gonna be able to go to Smite source, look at the build,
each year,
save
in
it,
fact,
and then have it for whenever you want to fucking play it.
He is so passionate about improving those systems. And even today, yesterday when we were playing custom matches, we had difficulty even creating custom matches because we couldn't search for players correctly. We couldn't see the game modes. We have a lot of work to do on inviting friends.
I wish Iron. Dude, they should partner with me. That'd be easy peasy.
A ton of work that we need to work on. All of this, by the way, is really just because
A one-click
we put a lot
button.
of our focus on in-game, making the in-game play experience be our priority for the last 3 months. Now it's time to go outside the game and give that some love.
I know they're talking to my
People are getting
editor, so
onboarded,
maybe something like that will
feeling
happen.
Good about their experience before they even get into the match.
Yep.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I know, right? I was
And then
going to say,
that's
anything
like
else on your
next 3
list,
or 4
Travis?
months.
You had a lot.
No, that's pretty much it. But as we've been sitting here thinking, I've been thinking maybe we should just bring Cabrakan live now.
Can we do that?
Do you think we should do it?
Can we?
Maybe?
Just make Cabrakan. I mean, I could send Kabir a text now.
I mean, text him and see what he says.
I do hear the audience cheering for it.
We have.
Bro, Cabrakan.
All right.
I'm being ranked today.
I'm gonna send a message.
What the fuck?
Kabir.
Good luck, Kabir.
Oh, I guess I gotta go figure that one out.
Shout out to Kabir watching from home.
Yeah,
you know?
Kabir's been doing so much stuff on the back
I know.
end. He's been keeping the whole release schedule together. He's been doing a ton of work, so shout out to Kabir. Sorry that Travis is sending
send
you a
it.
curveball.
He said we can go ahead and do it as long as we say release the Cabrakan.
Release the Cabrakan!
Let's go!
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, let's send it.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
All right, so
Done.
looks like the deed is done. Did he
Yeah.
hit you back? We're good?
Yeah. I think because this is in the live build, it'll take a couple minutes.
Okay.
A couple minutes.
But I think
What
it'll
the
be
fuck?
playable at the stations at the front of the arena.
There we
Wow,
go.
that's
Nice.
so
Hey,
fast.
Cabrakan live now with Smite 2.
That's crazy.
Let's go.
All right,
That's crazy
let's do
that we
it.
can do that.
Travis does some
I know.
fucking.
All right.
He's such a fucking troll.
Yes.
It's amazing.
I know. It is so awesome.
The crowd goes mild. There's like
Folks,
10
we are
people there, bro.
Towards the end of the show, is there anything else you want to call out before we get ready for grand finals here in just a little bit?
No, I mean, I think I'm just ready to go watch some games.
There we go.
I mean, we saw yesterday a crazy set, and I'm expecting.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I'm expecting even crazier stuff. Please let Aladdin through.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
One
We need
game,
Aladdin.
yes.
One game.
Manifesting
We need
Aladdin.
Aladdin.
Let's go.
One game. That's it.
Travis, what about you?
Dude, if they go to a best of one, it should have no
There we
bans.
go.
Nah, this experience has been great. I mean, this arena has been largely
Electric,
like,
yeah.
it's just been fun to see. I'm excited about these two teams again. We're gonna get to see them again. Yesterday was crazy.
Yeah.
Today, I mean, do we see 5 games? do we see
5 M's, 5
bracket
it, 5
reset?
games.
5
let's
M's,
go.
5 games, and then do we see the final, the best of
Oh, yeah,
one?
the bracket
my
reset.
gosh.
Oh, man.
I'm excited. I can't wait. These are two great teams.
I hope we get to the bracket
I'm
reset so everyone can
How
complain
about you?
that it's the
Anything else
best
you
of
wanna sign
one.
off with?
Oh, I've been so happy to be here, excited to be on the panel, and can't wait to see who wins.
I know, right? Well, everyone here in the arena, chat, everyone watching from home, thank you so much for tuning in to our little special edition of Titan Talk. We hope you are all super excited about what we've got in store for Smite 2 in 2025. Cabrakan live now, apparently, in game. If you want to
yeah.
get a quick game in before grand finals start here,
Yeah.
we've got.
Yeah, they
Team
didn't announce
Risk
any
versus
esports,
Team Name,
which I'm
but with
surprised
5
by.
M's at 12.
I really thought they would do an
Pacific,
esports announcement.
3:30 Eastern. We're going to be right back after the break. Go grab your snacks, grab your drinks, and we'll see you all in the battleground.